You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Wow, that's what you get for buying American.
I said we were going to ruin childhoods. I didn't know we actually were going to.
Phyllis Schlafly, if you come back from the dead, hope you die again, bitch.
Yoda Da Man. That's all we have to say. Wellity.
I hate past you.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 418. I am your host, as always, John_Ginger, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt, Moneybags, Hag.
TJ, I'm a little too close to the ring light, May.
And Spanky, the red-nosed ace queer.
TJ,
Wow.
you that was very good. TJ, you getting that like super cool hip hop music video thing in your eyes
No, you
from
get
the ring
like,
light?
yeah, you're getting the eyes.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, like this. Like my eyes.
Oh no! Oh no!
I have no pupils. Or I have no corneas. Or wait, what's the part around outside the pupil?
Iris. You were gonna
No.
get there eventually.
It's
Eye
Google Doll song.
anatomy.
It's Iris, John. We're telling you, it's Iris.
It's not iris.
The colored part around your pupil.
No, not the color part. The white part.
That's like sclera or something.
Sclera. I have no sclera.
I want to
It's
get
all-
some
it's
sclera
all
contact
pupil.
lenses, the ones that just make your whole eye black, like you're on Supernatural.
Yeah, I want that.
The stuff around your eye is called smegma.
No. Yeah. No.
That's just the stuff around your eye.
Fun budget tip: if you're low on money and you can't afford yogurt, but you can afford milk, you just put a little smegma in there, and then in an overnight. That's why they call it overnight yogurt.
Fair.
It's the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
So I was listening back to an old episode.
I don't know why you would do that to yourself.
You were starting to chronicle.
Yeah, I
know.
was doing, but no, this is the one thing I wanted to bring up out of all the shit that I listened to the other day on old episodes of podcasts. We were talking on the very first guest podcast that had me and Ewan on it about using, and I don't remember why I brought this up, but I said, do you guys remember the show that made you learn how to use the VCR so that you could record it when you weren't home or while you were asleep?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember everyone's answer, but I remember Matt's answer.
Was
And
it
I
Home
want-
Improvement?
You said it was Home Improvement. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
So-
needed to see how that episode turned out, where he invented
needed-
the board game.
I needed to bring it up again because I wanted to make sure it wasn't just because in the moment we were talking about Home Improvement.
No,
So
I watched a
think it
lot
might-
of Home Improvement.
All right, I had to bring it up because this was something that to me was canon, and I didn't have any confirmation.
To the best of my knowledge, at this confirmation hearing, I will confirm that is the show that I first recorded on a VCR.
Mine was definitely Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I don't know what mine was, actually. It was probably The Simpsons.
I think
I
you
have-
said The Simpsons in that episode, John.
It sounds right to me.
I have no clue either. I just remember we used to have a regular VHS tape of Christmas Comes But Once a Year, and
No, that is the scariest thing I have ever. That traumatized me as a kid because Christmas comes but once a year.
Hold
There's
on,
a scene
I gotta
where a
Google
child
that, but how do I spell cum?
where a little girl hugs her teddy and it fucking like
Wait,
loses all
deflates?
the stuffing
Yeah.
and dies,
Wait.
and she's just staring at the corpse of her teddy.
I don't
bear.
know what this cartoon is.
Oh, Teddy! It's like a 1940s or 50s cartoon.
It looks like the
20.
kind of thing that would have some like really racist minstrel shit in it.
It probably does.
Wait, comes
Honestly.
once a year?
There is a
Are
version
you
of
talking
it.
about my wife?
My wife.
I don't know if that's a joke.
Yeah.
I mean,
I believe it's a
it's a
Fleischer cartoon.
it's a self-own, really.
It's called Christmas Comes But Once a Year. It's a 1936 animated short produced by Fleischer Studios.
Yeah.
Now
The animation compilation looks a little bit like a colorized version of Betty Boop.
Now, I had a particular compilation VHS of that, which some parts of it were overwritten because we put tape over the spot that tells it not to record, and apparently we recorded like 5 seconds of G.I. Joe over part of it. But there's a different compilation that has a couple of the same shorts that's on YouTube even now to this day. So if we want to watch Christmas Comes But Once a Year for Christmas is Terrible.
So because I watched that as a kid and it fucking traumatized me, whenever I went to see, I think it was Star Wars, the 2000 Force Awakens, so Episode 7. When I went to see that, they were at the Alamo Draft House, which is a great movie theater, and I hope they survived the pandemic. They show like weird random shit all the time before movies. Like they'll show YouTube videos on the big screen. They just show what the fuck ever they want. And it was Christmas time because it was, obviously in December when that movie came out. And they were showing that, and I was just like, I have to leave the theater. I literally had to step out of the theater because I was going to have a panic attack watching that on a fucking gigantic movie theater screen. Like, I couldn't I was not
So what's
prepared.
the name of this fucking thing?
Christmas comes but once a year, now it's here, bringing lots of joy and cheer.
From 1936, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Christmas Comes But Once a Year by the Fleischer Studios.
Yeah. And then one of the person's Christmas wishes is like, I wish women could get the vote, and Santa's like, no.
I have seen this before.
I don't have a good grasp of when things happened in history.
My favorite part, Matt. So my favorite part about looking this thing up is that I found it on YouTube, and it is a Christmas cartoon. Christmas Comes But Once a Year, 1936, HD 1080p. Jack Mercer, Mae Questel. This is anything but 1080p. This is like 260p.
Yeah. They probably they may have stretched it out to 1080p.
Yeah. The other thing I love is that it has eighthmandvd.com in the bottom with a little subscribe link. This guy's trying really hard to get those kitty cartoon views. I mean, he's got 500,000 views on another cartoon that he stole. Although I guess, did he steal these? Are these outside of... are these fair use?
The thing about them is that because of Disney and Mickey Mouse and holding up copyright stuff, everything like around Mickey Mouse time is not yet in the public domain, but they're gonna be soon because of the coronavirus. I'm pretty sure Disney like just did not prioritize like fucking up the copyright laws again this year, and I think Steamboat Willie goes into the public domain pretty soon.
Oh,
so
time
just
for
looking
my
at this,
Steamboat Willie porn parody.
So Spanky, you're somewhat right and you're somewhat wrong. There are some cartoons that are now public domain.
I know all of Popeye is because
yes, Popeye is yes.
Whenever Ewan and I did a episode of the podcast we did 3 years ago about Popeye,
the Popeye movie.
When Ewan uploaded that to YouTube,
well, it's not all the Popeye. Actually, it's just a small amount.
The black and white Popeye.
That reminds me of something that I thought of a couple minutes ago. If you ever do a podcast with Ewan again, it has to be called Just You and I.
I actually suggested that instead of While Away, but Ewan didn't. And I was gonna make the theme song. Was it? It's the song.
Two of us.
Is it just two of us? No, is
you and I.
Me and you is so happy.
Oh, so happy together.
Yeah.
So Christmas Comes But Once a Year is public domain.
Nice.
Dude, Christmas comes.
That means that we could do a live Christmas is Terrible on Twitch. Just saying.
Yeah, but I mean, the way Content ID kind of stuff works, I don't know if live will be fine. Yeah. We could. Are we just doing it now?
I also know that
John, I'm not watching this.
the
Why not,
Night of the
Spanky?
Living Dead is in the public domain because they forgot to put the copyright thing on one of the frames. Okay, so now the podcast is we're just watching this cartoon.
Yeah,
Can you hear this though?
Barely.
I can.
Oh, that's really probably turned down. Okay.
Well, he could probably boost it.
I'm not.
I boosted it.
I'm gonna mute that so that we can keep talking, doing a podcast.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. We'll keep.
But I'm
We'll
gonna
keep
leave it up because it's free.
muted as well, and I'm gonna react to it out of the corner of my eye while we're talking, just in case something really fucked up
And
happens.
with your Baby Yoda filter. Baby
So
Yoda.
there's a puppy that is kept inside of a fucking clock. First off,
Yeah.
that doesn't seem very good.
Is that
But
not
then-
where
No.
you keep puppies?
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Welcome to the Born in the 80s riff tracks for
Oh,
Christmas
God.
Comes But Once a Year.
Do not tempt me.
I would like to say all the babies look like very old men.
I know. No, like, they're fucking terrifying.
They didn't know what
Jesus.
children looked like in the 30s.
Okay.
All of these
Yeah.
animators were like old men
You gotta tell me,
that
there's
were
like a-
bachelors and had never seen an actual child.
One of these kids got like a gollywog doll, right, or something, probably.
Is that a
I'm
race
assuming.
thing? Is that a race thing?
Is that what is that what this
Is
kid's
that a
doll is
racist
right
doll?
there?
I think that was a racist doll.
I think it was a racist doll. This one got a fucking literal gun, but it exploded
Yeah.
when they used
Yep.
it, and she's crying now.
Wow, that's what you
Yeah.
get for buying American.
Yeah. And there's
Hey-o.
this fucking football.
Why is she blowing? Is this a she or a he?
Yes.
It's very hard to
Don't-
tell.
John-
There are more than two genders.
Yeah, you don't have to like categorize people like that. Come on.
Okay, well, I guess I don't know. I
It's
just assumed
1930. Come on.
Oh, this is the-
yeah. There's
this-
this teddy bear.
Spanky, don't look.
This is it.
Clothes.
This is the thing that fucking horrified me as a child.
Oh my god! I don't
Isn't
know.
that
Yeah.
not the most morbid shit you've ever seen?
Also,
It's like
the
the
teddy bear
end
was-
of Raiders of the Lost Ark, or no, the Last Crusade. Like,
And that's the end of the movie. It's just that the
end.
children got a bunch of shitty toys.
So, fun fact: this character, Grampy.
Professor Grampy.
So, Grampy is a Betty Boop character, and this is the
Oh.
only appearance of the character outside of a Betty Boop animation.
So this is the first Betty Boop crossover.
Well, no, probably not. But
No,
it is
it's-
the first
it's a
Grampy
spin-off.
crossover.
Would
Yeah.
you say that this is the greatest crossover event in modern movie history?
no.
Yeah, John, I would say that, of course.
Thank you.
You know,
I like
a
that
nearly
Grampy has
100-year-old
an anchor to break.
Yeah.
His,
And he's got
sled.
his sled is propelled by a propeller, but not on the front
Okay.
like an airplane. On
So
the back,
these
like
are
a
all
boat.
orphans, and they got shitty toys.
So no, this is the thing that I think is one of the things that upsets me about one of the many things that upsets me about this animation is that this is an orphanage.
Are you
where
enjoying
there's
this
just-
in 1080p?
Yeah, thanks, Sean.
Technology
This
that
is
they had.
this is an orphanage where there's no fucking caretaker. The children just live in this house without
Yeah.
heating in the middle of fucking winter. Like, man, the 30s sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was 3 years after the official end of the Great Depression.
Yeah, but people were still feeling the effects.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like
So
the
Grampy
idea that
breaks
there's
into their
orphans
house.
So
everywhere.
yes,
is
so
the thing.
this old man breaks into an orphanage.
Yeah. It's okay though,
There
because he's
has
not
to
a
be
priest.
caretakers, right? Those kids aren't making their food themselves, are they?
There's never anyone shown but the children and Grampy.
Maybe Grampy
Maybe it's
is
like
the
a
kid.
cat in a hat situation where
No, 'cause
Grampy is a
Grampy is the
shared
professor.
delusion.
Well, so the plot of this is that Santa has shown up and gave all of these orphans shitty toys.
No. He makes really good toys out of random shit that they have in the orphanage.
Well, yeah, no, but the toys they got originally, which were presumably from Santa, were
Well,
shitty.
no, Grampy has spit nails into something.
I
to
mean,
From
nail
what
it.
I understand,
Right now,
That was pretty fucking
I'm
powerful.
loving the Grampy energy of just, oh, hey, I can make some cool shit out of this trash. Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
5 minute crafts.
Here's an airplane now. All right, let's go.
It's
I'm
like
a
we're
Grampy
on
stan.
like fucking Facebook and we got 5 minute crafts here.
Grampy did nothing wrong.
Okay.
the allegations against Grampy are not true, and this is the hill I will die on.
he's made a wind up. I don't know how the
Terrifying monster
worked inside that. I don't know what that was. A terrifying thing.
Grampy is
So wait,
actually a wizard.
Grampy has taken all of their useful items and turned them into toys. So now they're going to starve to death because they have nothing to cook with.
Well,
He took all of their-
They
This is
also don't have
capitalism,
coal
John.
or wood to cook with, John.
They don't need to eat if they have all the toys.
Grampy's got I love the like stringing up popcorn. Like what a weird
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I refuse to accept that stringing up popcorn was ever actually a real thing. Like, I feel
Seems
like
real.
when it was invented, it was already like an old-timey thing that
It
people
was
used
big
to do.
popcorn. It was Orville
Dude, that
Redenbaugh.
would even surprise me if it was like Edward Bernays was like, I gotta sell more popcorn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
invent
so
a
he's
tradition.
Grampy is now dressing up as Santa Claus
Yeah.
by taking kitchen implements.
And he's
Santa
not wearing
Claus
the
is gonna
trademark
cook
white
him?
gloves that mall Santas use to make sure you know where their hands are.
Well, all the children are crying, but they're so happy to see Santa Claus.
I mean, they're basically all naked because they don't have clothes.
They all look
I
a
know.
bit hydrocephalic.
Yeah, they have gigantic heads. Okay, Santa Claus has made a vacuum cleaner. That one actually could be made. He like took a. Okay, now he's filling the house with obviously flammable foam.
No,
Like,
no,
John,
no,
it
no,
was the
no.
30s. Everything was
Look at
flammable.
this.
No,
He's
it
got a
was
fucking
safety
electric
foam.
crane set that's called like open wide. That's like open power.
John, it was safety foam. It was clearly not flammable. It was a response to too many children dying in house fires, so it was all made out of asbestos.
You know, clearly, there's a coffee maker here. Who's drinking this coffee? The children?
Yeah,
Apparently.
they got to get energy to go clean those chimneys and shit.
Oh, okay. He made a sledding hill inside by shaving soap. That seems good. I mean, the kids are having a good time. That's all
Yeah.
that really matters, isn't it?
Well, the two
Also, I
kids that
don't
they keep
understand
repeating.
exactly like why they can't just go outside and sled because like there's kind
It is clearly snowing outside. Okay, he's made a super umbrella tree. He took a bunch
I
of
do
umbrellas.
like that one.
No, the umbrella tree is the best part of this whole thing.
The kid who's
He
riding,
puts it on a
the kid
record
riding
player
a
to
vacuum
spin.
cleaner.
Dude, I might make an umbrella tree this year. If I can find enough
Oh,
umbrellas at
that's
Goodwill.
glorious. Now, I like a tree that can like spins. That seems like something that would be awesome to have in your house. A spinning tree. I know Kevin Smith talks about this all the time in his podcast about the holidays. He had this old busted ass spinning tree that his parents had, and he fucking loved that spinning tree. And I want a spinning tree.
Who is
My
Kevin
memory-
Smith?
But if it spins too much and then
I
the
think I made a
ornaments
bunch of
start levitating and then they're like space weapons, and I might be thinking of an episode of Doctor Who.
Is Kevin Smith the guy who did Jay and Silent Bob?
No,
yeah,
he's
Silent
the
Robert.
guy that was he was the Southern politician on House of Cards. Kevin Smith, you know.
Oh no! I don't know
Oh.
who that is.
Oh no! Oh no!
It's Spacey. So the Fleischman Superman cartoons are also public domain.
Fleischer, but yes,
Fleischmans. No, Fleischmans. These are sponsored by Fleischmans.
Let's
Dude,
take a
I
30
watched all of these fucking Superman cartoons when I was a kid. For
I've
some
never
reason.
Let's
seen
take
these.
a 30-second break to talk about our sponsor, Fleischmann's.
No.
Fleischmann's, do you have hemorrhoids? Me too. Buy Fleischmann's.
For hemorrhoids?
Faster. Oh man,
the fuck is
faster than
Fleischmann's
a train.
anyway?
You can jump over a building. in a
I mean,
single
at least
hour.
around here, Fleischmann's is super cheap booze that comes in plastic bottles, like gallon-sized
nice.
plastic bottles.
Yeah.
Fucking
They won't help your
Superman
hemorrhoids, but they
phone.
might make you forget about them. Fleischmann's. Buy Fleischmann's. Go to fleischmanns.info/born in the 80s.
Fleischmann's is like an upscale Doc McGillicuddy's.
Oh man, Doc McGillicuddy's is some fucking disgusting shit.
Yeah. But these old Fleischer Superman cartoons fucking rock.
No,
They
they're
have
good.
such an awesome aesthetic. And they're all public domain now, so feel free to check those out. I should just keep public domain cartoons running during our stream. honestly.
We're gonna invent a new genre of music video.
Oh,
It's gonna
no.
be Fleischer,
Hey, guys.
Fleischer wave or Superman wave.
Oh,
What?
There's no way this one's not bad.
No, John. No. Why?
What?
It's gonna be bad. What year is this from?
It's the jungle.
This is a Superman. The Superman animation called Jungle Drums.
Yeah, from like 1930 or some shit.
I'll actually read
46?
43.
43, yeah.
It's
But wait, check this out. No, check this out. The indigenous peoples warriors are having a celebration. Their
Okay,
leaders
I'm
are
gonna go leave while this happens and just text me and I'll come back.
No, secretly, he's a Nazi commander. And it's an underground Nazi post. So Superman's gonna go kill the fucking Nazis.
Okay, well, I
So
guess
These fucking crazy Antifa.
Yeah. Oh no, they're gonna shoot the plane down.
I bet this episode is going to be just amazing to listen to.
I mean, John's gonna fix it all in post. He always does. He tells me.
He's
the sound muted, right?
John has been doing
yeah, I
BO
don't know.
work, so
Oh, I hope the sound was muted.
I'm
because-
getting a little bit of sound. It might just be from somebody else's mic, but I think
Okay.
it's muted.
Lois Lane is kidnapped by a bunch of indigenous peoples.
Mhm.
Lois Lane can get it though. This Lois
Dude.
Lane?
that is some fucking Aryan race, fantastic Lois Lane bosom.
Yeah.
They should get Taylor Swift to play her in a movie.
But I think the plot of this is that the indigenous peoples are actually just Nazis. They're like trying to like pretend to be, but they have like a secret Nazi base. I don't know.
That's a fun way to demonize indigenous people in a new way.
What? That they're actually Nazis?
Yeah.
Anyway.
I do love that like Art Deco shit on the plane.
I know,
and
it's
stuff. Like,
fucking great.
oh man,
Yeah.
just smooth silver everywhere.
Oh my god, the drugs kick in. This is like in slow motion.
It reminds me of like the American version of Soviet USSR propaganda.
Yeah.
What I don't get is
The silhouette of this guy.
This is very bad, John.
this is
It's got very bad.
I will say this: at the very least, so far, they're all shadowy figures.
Oh, fuck.
except the white hooded dude. So I think
Well, he's
just
a
the leader.
Klansman.
The leader is the Nazi, and he's like taking advantage of the indigenous people. I think that's watching this without sound. That's what it looks like.
Oh god!
Oh god,
Yep.
that's
Please don't
bad.
show them.
That
All
is
right,
bad.
Take it off.
That's
Turn it
bad.
off.
That's bad, John.
What? This is historical.
No. Look,
What's bad about this?
we gotta do. Look, the way you do this all and get away with it scot free is you do like a little still frame that explains that this was from a historical time, and we're only showing you this as it was at the time.
Look at this guy. He's just like, I'm gonna go down here and Nazi up a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that! They got swastikas
Hey,
for real. These
they-
are real fucking Nazis.
they did not see that coming.
Oh god! There was a man with a bone through his nose.
Yeah, it's
It's an
an unflattering depiction of miscellaneous indigenous person.
That's true.
Was she
There is
getting?
no actual. They're just indigenous people.
We're
Was
like,
she orgasming while burning alive?
oh
I would.
yeah, I would too. Yeah.
Oh, her crashed plane's down there. It's Clark Kent has to go find her.
Now,
Here's the pilot.
is
Is this what you do in a 2-person seater plane? You just jump out of the cockpit.
this an Amelia Earhart biopic?
I think so.
Okay,
So,
this is what
My
happened.
favorite part about this entire plot. I'm just going to pause this for a second.
Is how
This is-
Superman jumped out of a plane with a parachute when he's fucking Superman.
He just dressed up as Superman and flown there. He didn't need to like ride in this plane with this American soldier because now he's going to turn into Superman because now only the birds can see him. Now he's gonna be like, I'm fucking
He's
Superman.
like, oh, where I can't find a phone book. Oh shit, guys. Oh shit.
Exactly. You always
What
have
I
to find a
don't
phone
get
booth.
is how can Clark Kent and Superman be the same person when Clark Kent has glasses? Checkmate, atheists.
Yeah. I don't understand the point of the indigenous people at all. I do get it. It's clearly
like
they're. Oh my god, dude! Superman just took a bunch of fucking 50 cal shots to the back.
It's also like these are clearly like people living in a tribal structure, but they also have these like 20-foot tall monuments.
Yeah, with guns in them. Oh, he's killing the. Yeah, they're literal Klansmen. I mean, look at them. They're Klansmen. They got the hoods.
This was like progressive for 1940.
Superman's literally killing Klansmen right now.
Well,
that's what I like to see.
The person who wrote the radio show, he actually secretly joined a Klan group in order to learn their code words and stuff, so he could make fun of them on the radio week after week.
So, like, all of the Superman's villain stuff was actually like the actual Klansman dumbass like code shit that they were using.
Yeah, and they were like, "Oh shit! Now everyone knows our codes."
I want to also say that like my favorite hero when I was a kid was Superman because of these. Because I watched these Superman. Yeah, because
I always thought Superman was shit because he was too powerful. I always liked Spider-Man and Batman mainly growing up. Now I'm more of an Iron Man guy because I've realized that a true superpower is money.
Oh shit, dude. Fucking Superman and Lois Lane clutch got the fucking location of all the submarines and out to the Allies, and now they're bombing the shit out of the Nazis.
It's good.
You gotta love the Nazis.
It's a good thing that Superman can find the secret Nazi bases because the British went and...
Oh my god, Hitler! Hitler! He's like, God damn it! And he turns the radio off.
That's where Hitler got his war updates on a radio. On a public radio. But not public radio.
Fucking...
NPR beamed fucking war updates directly to Adolf Hitler.
I'm Terry Gross, and this is your World War II update.
So we're definitely not going to watch Little Black Sambo.
What?
Which also public domain.
What is this like? What is this site? Is this archive.org or something?
It's publicdomainmovie.net, so it's just stuff that's public domain. It's like an archive.org kind of thing. Was this an old... this is an old Bugs Bunny. Is now public domain.
Just delete the last line as the Wabbit who came, and that's
stuff from the early 40s. I guess it's public domain now. Because what's public domain? 75 years, 80 years?
I thought it was death plus 50, but
this is corporations are people now. So is it the corporation's death or the person's death?
I don't even know.
Disney is an interesting case, and they're really the only company that's. But like Disney's just basically kick the bucket, but like kick the can along the road with the public domain and like trying to not allow things into the public domain, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
By just saying that they'll litigate, and nobody's really tried to push them because.
It does seem like recently they've moved away from that and instead are just like, let's collect all of the intellectual property that we can and just hoard everything like a dragon.
So that reminds me, for the one live listener that's not actually listening right now, we are less than 4 weeks away from the death of Flash.
Mm-hmm.
I know like all the Homestar Runner stuff. I think it's been. I think they worked with like archive.org or one of those websites to actually like combine their Flash with some sort of non-Flash program, so they're all like in there and still interactive, including all their games. But there's gonna be a lot of stuff gone.
I thought Flash already died.
Well,
so Flash stopped getting updates in 2014.
Like I thought all the browsers were just like, we're not supporting Flash anymore a few years ago.
They gave it an end date. The end date was December 2020, and we have now hit December 2020. And at the end of this month, I believe the middle of January there'll be a version of Firefox released. At the end of January there'll be a version of Chrome released, and I think Safari has already removed support for Flash. So that's the 3 browsers that still exist.
So here we go. Here we go.
But when will Opera remove support?
Opera is just Chrome now. There's no. It's not a different browser anymore.
What about Netscape?
Netscape became Firefox.
So the Copyright Term Extension Act actually ended January 1st, 2019. So everything made published will enter public domain 95 years after publication. So 1924 works are now public domain. This is, of course, not counting things that voluntarily become public domain because companies have given up the rights to them. So Walt Disney basically, Mickey Mouse would be public domain in 8 years because, or no, not 8 years, 24, 4 years, 2024.
Mm-hmm.
So your 2024 campaign, you can put Mickey Mouse on there and they can't do shit about it. MAGA Mouse.
Oh no.
It's coming.
I mean, if he's still alive, he's coming back in 2024. Don't you trick yourself into thinking he's not.
The Supreme Court held the Copyright Term Extension Act constitutional 7-2 in 2003. That's just insane. Do we really need things to last 95 years after they fucking get published?
No.
Like, what? Because I'm trying to think of like actual patents on like patented things or something like 20 years or 50. You know what I mean? Like,
I think it's like 15 or 12.
It's a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Sonny Bono was the person who did it. The Copyright Term Extension Act.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
But
it's over now.
He became a congressman. That's, man.
Yeah.
Government's always been weird. Anyone tells you government's unprecedentedly weird now? No. It's just, it's always been this fucked up.
So I did, when I just like posted shit thing on Twitter saying that we're streaming, I said we were going to ruin childhoods. I didn't know we actually were going to.
Oh, yeah. Mostly we're going to ruin childhoods by casting women in things.
4 female Ghostbusters? The feminists are taking over.
This new version of a thing I like completely destroys the thing I like.
The Copyright Extension Act was such bullshit too, because basically the way it was supposed to happen, that it was what is 1922 minus 1998? Is that 76 years?
Yeah.
So yeah, in 1998, public works published in 1922 or earlier were public domain, and then of course 1999 was going to be 1923. But the Sonny Bono Copyright Term Extension Act added 20 years to that, which is such bullshit.
I do like that your copyright rant is through a bootleg Baby Yoda filter.
So next January, hey guys, we can start the podcast with one of my favorite compositions of all time. George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue will be public domain in 2021. Okay. As will The Great Gatsby. Wait, no, Rhapsody in Blue may already be public domain. Because that was 2020. Yeah, January 2021, The Great Gatsby will be public domain, and then The Sun Also Rises will be the year after that.
Oh man, there's going to be so many Great Gatsby movies.
And then Steamboat Willie will be public domain.
All of these things, that are going to just like suddenly enter the public domain are going to be like the new Robin Hood, where every 4 years there's 3 new movies.
Mm-hmm. I'm just so looking forward to this. Like, Disney will have no copyright protection for Mickey.
I don't
but Disney
think
will
Disney
still own
cares
copyrights
about
for
Mickey
later.
Anymore.
And they will, but they will still owe. So Mickey will be in public domain, but the name Mickey the Mouse will still be trademarked because that's a different type of law. But
so there will be a lot of truck stickers of Mickey peeing on things and stuff like that.
There's gonna be t-shirts on teenagestepdad.threadless.com that say diarrhea with Mickey Mouse on them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that already exists. Any listener who hasn't gone to teenagestepdad.threadless.com, go to teenagestepdad.threadless.com / born in the 80s.
Yeah, I was going to do that same joke. All right.
Earlier, before we started streaming, we were playing Jackbox, and there was a prompt that said, we were playing Use Your Words, sorry. And there was a prompt that said, what is the name of a magician you would not take your kid to? And before I could put my fucking answer in, John, who was just a spectator, screamed out, Jared Fogle, which was my fucking answer.
Well, and Kirsten and I had Push to Talk on, so we were discussing, and the first thing I said was, okay, so it has to be something about pedophilia. And then John ruined it. He ruined everybody's fun and everybody's jokes.
It would have been so funny if everyone had just put Jared Fogle.
Especially because apparently there really is a problem with pedophiles in the magic industry. So,
what?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Search for it. You can find Brian Brushwood talking about it at like a few different times. Magic industry is fucked.
Okay.
That's why I learn all of my magic on YouTube at scamnation.com. Go to scamnation.com/YouTube/born in the 80s and enter code born in the 80s. Or
I love Brushwood.
Yeah.
Good
My
stuff.
favorite part about this Baby Yoda filter is that it gives me fucking beautiful eyelashes.
Oh,
yeah, they're gorgeous.
Anyway, so Mickey Mouse though with the white gloves, that will not be public domain until 2025 because in Steamboat Willie he isn't wearing his trademark his white gloves that you remember.
So that's like Enola Holmes, you know that movie?
Yeah.
When that was coming out, it was like, well, the earlier Sherlock Holmes books are in the public domain, but this movie that you're making shows a more compassionate Sherlock Holmes, which only happens in the later books, which aren't in public domain. So they had to go to court for that, and like, I don't know how that ended up.
The Arthur Conan Doyle stuff is extremely fucking stupid.
Yeah,
because like he wrote a fuck ton of books in like 1912 or whatever.
No,
then, like,
it was the late 1800s.
Yeah,
like
but he lived
1890s.
until like 1920 or like 1930 or some shit like that, and he wrote like another like dozen books right before he died. So like there was like the original publishings were all like 18 like 96 to like 1912 or whatever. Then like a couple decades, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna write 11 more books and then fucking die.
And then he said he saw Christmas comes about once a year, and it's like, finally, I can finally die.
So,
and then he punched that magician guy in the stomach and killed him. Houdini. That's it. That's
David Copperfield. Yeah, got it.
So how about that podcast, huh?
Yeah, we're doing a podcast
Should we
now,
start?
boys.
We've
already started.
Welcome to Born in the 80s. My name's Matt.
I'm Baby Yoda, but my name is Grooble or some bullshit.
Gru. Yeah.
Gru?
Yeah.
How the fuck did they give him a name? Seriously.
I don't know. Like,
it's fucking dumb.
It makes sense. Like, this is the same species who named someone Yoda. But, like, because that's
Yoda Man
older and iconic, it doesn't sound stupid.
Do you remember that trailer?
The, like, fake season 2 trailer?
No, no, God damn it, Yoda Man.
Slight correction: the name of the young Yoda thing is Grogu, not Gru.
Grogu.
It's Grogu.
And guys, is it racist that we all call him Baby Yoda? Because as far as we know, they're not related.
Dear Baby Yoda, what to say to you?
All right, Matt, I want you to be able. I want to stream this, and I want you to hear it.
Okay.
So get ready for this.
Okay.
So this was the Attack of the Clones DVD holiday commercial.
Hold on. Let me get the volume up. Okay, volume
And
is
it begins with the most cringe you can imagine.
To the Jedi Master.
Oops.
This holiday, Who Da Man? Yoda Man. You can bring home the ultimate
Fucking
Jedi
Bug Rock Yoda, baby!
lightsaber-wielding adventure ever. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Plus, this
that
DVD
is
is
so
jammed with
late
over
90s.
6 hours of even more fun and excitement. You can
I guess when the DVD came out, it would be early 2000s. But
Episode 2.
there's like
Episode 2
weird
came out in
90s
2000.
club music in the
Yoda Da
background.
Man!
Yeah. No. Do you know what that music reminds me of for real?
Blade. Oh shit! I lost him.
This is the camera off.
I disconnected. I
Oh.
tried to close the call and I disconnected.
That's fine. Yoda Da Man. That's all we have to say.
So, you know what this reminds me? Did you guys ever have a VHS tape of
Yes.
one
Yes.
of the later Pierce Brosnan movies where they were advertising the World Is Not Enough video game?
No, but I can imagine what that is.
Give me just a sec to look it up. I think it might have
on
been.
Disney Home Video.
Was it The World Is Not Enough? I feel like it was, because that's the one. Let me see.
Well, they were like, we did Goldfinger, and that invented a whole genre of video games. So let's keep doing this, right?
James, it was like a. Oh, gosh. I don't know how to find it.
Can you explain what happens in this commercial?
It is a fucking like Blade style techno remix of the James Bond theme song.
Oh,
And it was
man.
on like I'm trying to
So
find it because it was
good.
it was fucking fantastic.
That whole like late 90s club techno genre, I
Yes.
fucking love it.
This hold on.
Wait.
This is it. This is it right here. I'm actually going to give it to someone else so that they can play it without it just coming through my speakers.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does it
I
have
can
some
play it.
sweet 909 bass lines?
Yeah, just someone, either John or Matt, you can. This is most definitely not in the public domain, but whoever like made it,
We're
I
gonna
wish I
talk
could
about.
find-
We're gonna criticize the work, and then it's commentary and early 2010s. YouTube says that's legal. I think. Okay, where'd you
I
post it?
wish I could find it. It's
It's
in
in podcast planning.
Okay. Well, John, you play this, and I'll watch your stream because otherwise I'd have to download it and shit.
All right, give me 10 seconds.
So, TJ, how was your day?
It's all right. I DoorDashed in the morning. Early morning was good today.
Can you guys
like
hear this
50,
banger?
I didn't hit the
Oh
click button
yeah,
yet.
that is 909
Yep.
City. Oh my God! It's right. Put it right in my veins.
I'm just loving it.
I am in the late 90s. You know, I am much too young to be like into club music, but I'm listening to it because that's what the older kids are listening to.
Is this the Triple X soundtrack?
God, even the still image is like, yeah, that's
All right,
that
wait a
was
minute, wait a minute, is this the
that was
commercial?
early
I gotta
2000s,
stop.
late
I gotta stop
90s
the
hot.
clip.
Like,
We don't want to get. Sorry, what were you saying, Matt?
just that image of like, I guess Pierce Brosnan and a couple of Bond girls. It's like, oh yeah, that's late 90s, early 2000s hot. That's like
Yep.
the genre of hot that we were into at the time.
This reminds me of watching Comedy Central late at night and there being Girls Gone Wild commercials.
Yeah. These
That was
girls,
the
they're
thing we were
going
talking about.
wild.
Jackass,
Wow.
fucking Jackass. Man, my wife and I
My
have been,
wife.
My wife.
not have been rewatching, but
have been rewatching all of your Girls Gone Wild VHSs.
And own. No, we actually sent them all to this guy in this weird house in Kentucky.
Oh,
No. Old episodes of Jackass in the movies. God, that show is so good.
Mm-hmm.
God, like there's a moment. There's a fucking Johnny Knoxville is like one of the greatest performers of all time. Because there's a moment when he and Butterbean, the boxer, like the humongous dude boxer with just insane like punching ability, and him do like a boxing match. And it's that, and then Butterbean fucking knocks him out with a punch to the jaw. He falls down on the ground, like kind of woozy for a second, and then like the moment he comes to, like, "You okay? Are you okay?" And they're like, "Hey, is Butterbean okay?" It's just like, he's just got this shit kicked out of him. He's got the joke immediately. God,
Johnny Knoxville is like Buster Keaton-esque in his ability to just like fucking take a beating and keep rolling with it.
I fucking love that guy, and he's like a really good dude too. He's done a lot of charity work for Special Olympics and other things, so he's a really cool dude. And watching those, surprisingly, would you imagine the Jackass still kind of holds up? Because all of the humor that they do is just themselves being nude or gross.
Yeah,
there's no like making fun of other people.
And stuff, yeah,
it's all self-deprecation, which like just will always hold up because that. Now there's of course something terrible they did in the past. I'm forgetting about.
The thing that immediately jumps out is like, does the Wee Man stuff hold up? Because are they ever like, we're making fun of you because you're a little person?
Yeah. So the best part about that is that like that guy's just like one of the crew members, Like, there's lots of gags with him where he's not even like that. The fact that he's a little person, it's like, oh no, he's just like pranking people.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of cool, like that they got
like
kind of a cool crew. Feels bad. A lot of those people are dead or had drug problems, and alcohol problems. And
Steve-O's always posting racist shit on Twitter.
I don't think he is.
No, his account got hacked once.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Didn't it get hacked like during the recording of a podcast or something like that?
Yeah, I remember.
It was Steve-O's Twitter account is really posting a lot about the Zionist agenda and stuff like that.
I think Steve-O did have a big drug problem, but he turned his life around. I think.
Yeah, he got sober.
Yep, actually, right here. Yeah, he's been sober for 12 years, he said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he just...
Good for him.
He's been good, yeah. He's, I guess he's just doing stuff. Very anti-SeaWorld, I guess. He's
very animal rights.
He's like all animal rights stuff.
Girlfriend or wife or something. Like, she I think, was an environmentalist before they met. And
I forgot about this.
She got him into that, yeah.
Jackass 4 is being filmed.
Really?
Yeah, it will be.
They
out
are going to be completely broken by this. They're so old now. Johnny Knoxville is like old even for Jackass. He's like 50.
Well, so he said right here, there may be some new people in this one.
Yeah, fair.
We need some younger people to take the fucking beating. But Johnny Knoxville, Spike Jonze, who's did a bunch of stuff with him, are doing it.
Oh yeah, that makes sense because Spike Jonze did a lot of like skater punk music videos and shit like that.
It sounds like the pandemic has slowed down. It's going to be actually September 2021.
The what?
So.
I am currently drinking a beer brewed in St. Louis by the Schleifele brewery.
Phyllis Schleifele?
Yeah, called Mexican Chocolate Stout. Underneath it says product of USA. So I wonder what part of this is Mexican?
The recipe? Oh.
I have no idea if Phyllis Schleifele has anything to do with the brewery, but
she probably does.
Yeah.
So you probably shouldn't drink that.
Listen, John. Phyllis Schleifele is dead now.
Yeah, that's true. All I have to say is these Jackass movies are fucking box office gold. The first Jackass movie cost $5 million to make, and it made $80 million worldwide. Like, these cost nothing to make, and they still make like almost $100 million. The 3D Jackass movie made $171 million, and it cost $20 million to make. It's just crazy.
I watched a lot of the show, but I don't think I've seen any of the 3 movies.
All 3 movies are great. They're basically like the show, but better. And they also can have nudity in them.
Okay, so I figured out that the owner of the Schlafly Brewery is the nephew of the St. Louis conservative commentator Phyllis Schlafly. So
the only reason why I knew they had to be related is because she is from Missouri, or St. Louis. So I was like, there's probably some sort of connection there. But also, nephew doesn't mean she's bad, because I think one of her sons was gay, and she was not super supportive, if I remember. Or maybe she was, but she was still Republican. So there might be some, like, her sons and daughters may not be quite so bad.
Phyllis Schlafly?
Yeah.
Same-sex marriage. Phyllis Schlafly opposed same-sex marriage and civil unions until her death. Attacks on the definition of marriage as the union of one man and one woman come from the gay lobby seeking social recognition of their lifestyle, linking the Equal Rights Amendment to LGBT rights and same-sex marriage, played a role in Schlafly's opposition to the ERA, which is the Equal Rights Amendment. So she's a fucking terrible person, and I hope she dies, and I'm glad that she's dead. But I do hope she dies again. Like, Phyllis Schlafly, if you come back from the dead, hope you die again, bitch.
Oh, man, we got to get this Jackass, the video game, for PlayStation 2.
Oh, jeez.
Play that.
Let's play with Jackass.
So here's some good quotes from Phyllis Schlafly. Here's one from 2007. By getting married, the woman has consented to sex, and I don't think you can call it rape.
Wait, who is
Thanks,
this?
Phyllis Schlafly. Phyllis Schlafly, conservative political commentator from St. Louis, died in 2016.
Wow.
Wait,
commentator? I thought you were talking about like Bam Margera's uncle.
All of these celebrities who died in 2016, Phyllis Schlafly deserved it the most.
I'll give you a really good recommendation if you have a chance, but the Hulu miniseries Miss America actually is about Phyllis Schlafly and the Equal Rights Amendment or voting
Equal Rights Amendment,
Equal Rights Amendment, and trying to get that blocked basically by her. And it's actually pretty fascinating because like Phyllis Schlafly, obviously had bad political views that are on the wrong side of history, but she was very much a very strong feminist. But she would never call herself that because, she was all about being able to become a lawyer and all this stuff but then she was also, but she kind of found her niche in protecting the housewife. And that's kind of where she got stuck. You know what I mean? I think she had greater political ambitions, but she kind of, because she was a woman and she was Republican, she was held back, and she took her niche and made herself popular, and that's kind of what the whole thing's about. It's fascinating, really.
In 1978, so at this point, she would have been 52.
Dead.
No, 52.
Mm-hmm.
She died at like 90 something. But according to this, she in 1978 said, "I cancel speeches whenever my husband thinks I have been away from home too much." So by this point, she's given up on her career and decided to be a fucking.
That's not true, though. I mean, you need to learn more about it because she would say stuff like that, but she was still kind of running the house. Again, it was the whole thing.
Are you telling me that political figures are different in public than they are?
That's kind of what it kind of gets about, is that she's trying to push this super nuclear family thing when it's not really the case. Like, she fought a lot with her husband about the fact that she wanted to become a lawyer and he wouldn't let her, basically, because he kind of wanted to be, she was just a better lawyer than he was, you know what I mean? But then she kind of played homemaker, but then she did her own thing. And there's a lot of friction there, actually. And it's really interesting. But yeah, it was kind of one of those things. You'll see her publicly and private faces being very different. It's kind of the way a lot of the Republicans do things now, It's always like you see like a senator who's extremely anti-gay is the guy caught in like a 20-man gay orgy.
I was just thinking about that. Was it Hungary that guy's politician?
Yeah, it was a politician. No, I think it was Hungary. It was like virulently anti-gay, was caught at a gay orgy jumping out of a window to escape the press or whatever. It was like, oh my god, fucking. It's always do what I say, not as I do.
I just think that every time I see that guy, I can't stop thinking about how he looks from Zach. He looks like Zach from Auntie Donna, which is something that I saw and nobody else has seen, so it's not a good reference. Hey, if you like Stella and Mr. Show, and you want to see some Australians do it, watch Auntie Donna's Big Old House of Fun on Netflix.
We'll have to check that out. I do like Mr. Show and Stella.
Oh, it's so good.
You guys remember Stella?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stella Artois.
I remember Stella having a one season, you know how Comedy Central gives every comedian or comedian group one season of a show on Comedy Central.
Yeah.
I remember that show on Comedy Central, and I was like, "This is fucking weird. I love it." And of course, that was the last I ever saw of Stella.
Okay,
so this was in 2007.
Then you'll like that. David Wayne showed it to Michael Ian Black. Showed the Auntie Donna show, and Michael Ian Black tweeted that this is the season 2 that they always wanted to make. So if you like Stella,
okay,
this is it.
Okay, so I'm looking at the guest. So obviously, it's got the main Stella people or whatever. The Mark Samuel, Bonono, Broden Kelly, Zachary Ruan. But the guests, I'm seeing several that I like. Mainly Kristen Shaw.
Yeah.
She's
a dishwasher.
I love Kristen Shaw so fucking much.
Yeah.
I would go straight for Kristen Shaw. I really wouldn't, but that's that's if it was anybody, it would be Kristen Shaw.
Weird choice.
Wouldn't it be going Allo? Is that what you said the other week? Allo?
Yes, allosexual. But I mean, I don't want to I don't want to say that I'd be allosexual. Just that I would allow myself to be sexed by Kristen Shaw.
you would permit it to happen to you.
Yes.
Have your way.
She's I don't know. I don't know.
I am present in the act.
Roles. I liked her in several roles. She was on Flight of the Conchords, which is awesome.
You wouldn't even have to lie back and think of open source software.
No. She's in BoJack. She's Sarah Lynn.
Everybody is in BoJack.
Yeah, but she's Sarah Lynn from BoJack, which is one of the best roles.
She's apparently also in an episode of Auntie Donna's Big Old House of Fun.
That's what we're talking about right now.
Why we brought
John,
up
have you met our podcast?
I did not just randomly decide to bring up the fact that I would fuck Kristen Shaw, John.
John's not listening to a word you're saying right now.
Hey guys, did you know that Kristen Shaw was on this show that was called Flight of the Conchords?
Yeah, but it's spelled like a musical chord and not like a concord.
Anthony Starr, Homelander actor from The Boys Show, is in a guest episode.
His cameo is fucking great.
Weird Al is a guest in an episode. Weird Al is the most didn't fuck up celebrity of all white people.
And he totally
especially
could've.
the kind of the kind of content that Weird Al creates had every opportunity to have fucked up extremely badly between 1984 and now, and hasn't. So he deserves
all he
some
did
credit for
with
that.
his Gangster's Paradise parody was make fun of the Amish, and they don't count because they don't have Twitter.
It's true, and I know that Coolio didn't like it, and Coolio's reasons for disliking it are valid, but also that's a very personal reason to dislike it, and I'm not gonna dislike that song because Coolio personally dislikes it.
Well, and also Weird Al, the gold standard of parody songs, licenses all the songs that he parodies. So he actually does the homework to do like have super solid legal ground to do whatever the fuck he wants.
If you hear him talk about that too, he gets really bummed when he does have parody ideas that he can't do because the artist won't allow it, basically. And it's
like whenever small YouTubers and stuff are like, no, it's parody. It's I mean
it is.
Yeah,
but also,
but
can you make money off of it? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Which is what they're doing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like
right. The most successful parody artist of all time goes through the trouble of licensing shit just to not have to deal with lawsuits.
This is why Neil CC Rega doesn't have to license anything, because it's all free. Like,
correct.
You can get away with like fair use and stuff if you make $0 from it. The moment you start to make money from it,
He'll do like a Spotify playlist of all of the songs that he sampled, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can just go on. I think, does he have a Bandcamp or somewhere you get it free?
It's neilccrega.com or neilsys.com. I forget.
He does have him on SoundCloud, so you can listen to him there free.
Or if you're weird like me, YouTube or Music.
Yeah.
I have YouTube Music as well.
neilcic.com is his website. And
I love that type of music. I love I love Girl Talk. It's probably my favorite mashups. The problem is they've only done like 2 or 3 albums.
Girl Talk is like just kind of skating by, like, I don't know. Is it just one dude or he or they or whatever?
I don't know.
Just kind of like hit at the right time where the internet was still small, and then became famous enough that everybody was like, oh no, it's an honor to get like sampled in a Girl Talk song, so I won't sue for that.
You know what's weird about the internet being small is that there were more websites back then than there are now. Like, not in total, but like more hubs, right?
Yeah.
So like when you think about the internet back then,
well, now
you could go to like
now everything's like an app, like it's siloed off.
Well, not only that, but you could go to like, fucking. There was a website where like, Newgrounds was one of them, but
like
there were like other websites.
Or Tub Girl or
dude. Hashtag Tub Girl. Just you go to tubgirl.com and put in the coupon code.
Tub Girl did nothing wrong.
So I have this thing where I want to figure out what happened to like internet celebrities from days of yore.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll look them up.
It's never a good story.
No, almost never. I have yet to figure out who Tub Girl is or the story behind the photo, or if she lived beyond the photo. Like, we don't have.
I doubt it.
Confirmation.
Spanky, I've got a confession. I am Tub Girl.
John,
that does make
DJ,
sense.
You're not Tub Girl.
No, because you remember when you looked at Tub Girl and you saw 2 assholes. That was TJ. That's TJ.
So, anyway, the internet back then, when it was small, it was like you didn't have to, like, it was almost easier to get noticed. If that, like, there were less people to notice you, but like if you were on the website, you were gonna get noticed. Whereas,
does Spanky not know I have 2 assholes?
I know you have to. We discussed this, I believe, in my very first guest appearance. You were like, okay, you weren't born in the 80s, so you have to be permanent guest host. You can't be a co-host. But you got to know, like, a part of the fucking sign-up policy in my 401k deal.
We opened the big book of Born in the 80s lore. There was a lot of like crossed out pages with land shit on it.
For a podcast of 418 episodes, our lore consists of like 9 facts. like it goes like this: Keegan Michael Key was on an episode in like 2012. Fuck Lance.
Yeah.
Adam bailed us and was called the Betrayer at some point.
The betrayal was big.
I'm fairly certain Matt created a fake iTunes account to give us a 5-star review with the username I Love Matt. And
that's me.
There was another reviewer who I found whose name was Dong Craver 69. And if it's one of us, okay, fine. But if it's not one of us, that's fucking awesome.
Oh, it's not. That's a review from episode 0.
If Don Craver 69 is still a listener, 418 episodes after rating it 1 star, like, first of all, thank you for sticking with us.
Yeah.
And second of all, we are still not a good podcast. So.
Well, and I hope Don Craver 69, you've taken notes over this whole time, because we've laid a trail of clues this whole time.
How early do you think he had to make his iTunes account to secure the username Don Craver 69?
Pretty early, because true.
It could be, John, but
it was the early 2000s internet, John. It's probably.
I know what men are like, John. I know what men are like.
And he's just like, I don't get the joke. My name is Donald Craver, and I was born in 1969. Why is everybody always laugh at my username?
Donald Gary Craver.
Episode 0 was actually took this podcast, and it was trending on the podcast whatever.
That was back when iTunes would just pick random podcasts to feature. They're just be like,
no, it wasn't that. New. It was 2011, right? And it was just like that. It was just like, oh, it just had we got put on the front page because like a bunch of people. I don't know.
You got 1,000 downloads, I think.
10,000.
10,000 downloads. Yeah.
The first episode audio quality is that good.
I just love that you're like, okay, well, so it's not going to be great, the first one, but we just have to get it out there, and nobody's probably going to listen to it.
We just got to start. So if we talk about doing it, we're never going to actually do it.
And that's the thing is, usually when you do that, you're like, oh yeah, nobody's going to listen to the first few, and then we'll kind of figure it out as we go, and then iTunes is just like, fuck you, front page.
I want to put this on the front page. And I was like, all right.
And not only that, but like, no one listens to it now. So it was like we had 10,000 listens on day 1 and 420 episodes later, and it's like it's just a reason for us to think like we have a schedule for something.
We've narrowed it down. It is just a reason for us all to hang out and be dicks to each other. But
we are the Adam Sandler movie of podcasts.
Yeah. Except we don't get to film in great locations.
Except for that we don't earn any money or
Welcome to Grown Ups, episode 418.
Podcast, John. If you want to earn money, you got to let me unironically do a MeUndies spot. I'm just saying.
All right.
Whoa.
Do it. Here, I'll get you some underscoring music. Do an unironic MeUndies spot. Right. Mm-hmm. Right. Where's the good one? There is a good one.
Oh, I got to remember not to say the N-word right at the beginning.
That is usually a problem for you.
Hi, I'm Spanky from the podcast Born in the 80s. I wear MeUndies. What are MeUndies? Well, they're MeUndies. I get them from MeUndies.com. You can use our coupon code Born in the 80s if you go to MeUndies.com/podcast to get a free $5 off your first month of subscription for MeUndies. That's Born in the 80s as our coupon code. You can go. I said coupon because I'm a fucking southerner. God damn it!
Now
I got a coupon.
Now, Spanky, I have some jokes about MeUndies that I'd like to say right now for 30 minutes.
You can put your balls in there.
Balls. Do you guys?
Balls.
Do you guys? Hey, brothers.
Balls aplenty.
Hey, brothers. Do you have balls? You got
balls.
Balls.
Preferential ball treatment.
Fine, god damn it.
Balls.
White balls.
Balls, premier balls.
Balls. Beast balls.
Balls aplenty. Balls. The ball tangent.
Do a preferential ball treatment. Balls. Which ball? Balls.
Ball shift balls.
You know what's funny? That feels like it's 100,000 years old. And I believe, was us talking about Pokemon Go. And
years ago.
No, I was talking about Pokemon Sun. I'm playing it where I'm only catching things in Premier Balls, the white ones.
Oh, okay.
I was giving them a preferential ball treatment.
So I'm not ancient for still logging into Pokemon Go every once in a while to get my free egg hatches.
Yeah, I still Yeah, I still log in once in a while, but I haven't caught anything in a while. I need to do more gyms to get coins and shit.
It kills me. I swear to God.
Oh.
Some sound designer was like, no, we will not edit out the cough. We have to leave it in. It's organic. It makes it seem real.
Yeah, because that's what you want with canned laughter, is that it seems real.
It seems like a real studio audience.
Mm-hmm.
God, all I want to do is stop this podcast from watching empty tons.
All right.
So, okay. Before we move on from the live studio audience thing.
Blue balls, yeah.
What the?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Matt, this is illegal.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So this is what edge play is. I finally understand.
Yes, exactly.
So. Okay, before we move on, all right, I forgot. No, wait, I remembered. It's in sitcom. In a sitcom, usually when the
Matt, are you Johning Spanky?
Yeah.
I
was giving him emotional underscoring to his sitcom discussion.
In a sitcom that's filmed in front of a live studio audience, typically there will be a character whom is like the crowd favorite, and when they walk in the door, there's a lot of cheering.
Like, woo!
Yeah, everyone's like, "We love Kramer. He's not problematic yet."
My favorite example is in the sitcom Reba, starring Reba McEntire.
The tractor when it shows up.
No, the character Barbara Jean.
That tractor's sexy.
The character Barbara Jean, which is Reba's ex-husband's new wife, will always come in and like she's like the crowd favorite, so they'll cheer for Barbara Jean. So, who is the crowd favorite on Born in the 80s?
Lance.
No. Wait.
Oh, it's simple. You know how we don't
Kramer
get cheers?
Again? Yeah, I think it's Lance.
Because we don't get cheers, it's Keegan Michael Key.
That's true.
No, but I think Lance was maybe the character that was like, oh, he's so wacky, and then like people saw his.
He's like Kramer.
Was like real life is like, oh no, no.
Hey, Mr. _ Danger, since we're recording 418 right now, can you call Adam and let him know 2 weeks from now?
Call him right now. All right,
sure.
Yeah, live on air. People,
I'll tell him to make 2 weeks out from now.
I can
make that available
DTMF
8 o'clock.
Tones.
I don't know what that means. DT dial tone motherfucker.
Dry fire talisman. Generate DTMF tones. I want. There you go.
Dial tone motherfucker.
Get the cheer going.
Yay!
Hey, what's up, Adam?
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good.
How's life?
All right.
What are you doing?
We were playing D&D.
You're playing D&D. Are you in the middle of it?
Kinda.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to take you away from your dungeon and/or dragon that you're dealing with. So we were just saying that Born in the 80s has a milestone coming up.
2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
Episode 420, and I feel like you need to be there for that one.
I think I do.
Okay.
I have no plan on that.
So we'll have to set that up. We'll schedule it.
Yeah.
Tell Adam
I
I
don't
said
wanna-
hi.
Matt says hi. He wants
Tell
to say
him
hi.
I said D&D is for nerds.
Thailand.
Wait, what'd you say?
D&D is for nerds.
I can't hear you at all over Matt's insane stuff he's playing.
You
Sorry, what
said
was
get
that?
the cheers ready.
Hi, Lance.
Lance is not here.
Does Adam
He's not on the
have
podcast
Twitter
anymore.
Tell Adam to look on Twitter.
I don't think he would fit in.
Keep Adam on the phone and tell him to look at Twitter.
You've been on his Twitter account lately? Because that's all we talk about now.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What happened?
I don't know.
He turned into...
You guys been a little bit out there.
Yeah.
You kind of like went off the deep end.
I guess you were his
know?
roommate for like fucking 4 years.
Yeah. Yep.
He got red pilled.
Yeah.
Did Adam blackmail him?
All right. Well, we'll talk more about that maybe when you're on there.
God,
I don't want to take away
wait.
from your game.
Okay.
It's important for you to. Are you DMing?
No.
Oh, so you're.
Tell Adam I
Yeah,
said roll for
What's your
initiative.
character? What type?
Take a wild guess.
You're a monk.
I am.
I knew it. You never change. Never change, Adam. We'll talk to you later. All right. Get back to it. Bye.
Bye.
I was gonna guess druid on account of like the leaves and stuff.
What's up?
So yeah,
I like that
2
he said
weeks
hi,
up.
Lance, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which tells you he's a really avid listener of the podcast.
Part of my deep dive was to figure out when the last like Lance appearance was on the show, and I think just going by the description of the episodes, it was the John bachelor party episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, my
Well, yeah,
cat just
but-
barged his way into the room. through the
But
shut door.
before that, it was the one where he like him and
He was doing
well,
like
now
Saturdays
Mercury
with Lance. No,
got like. Oh yeah, you're right. It's Saturday Night Bites. I
Saturday
forgot
Night
about this.
Bites, because he was unable to record over the internet, which Adam and Matt and I were doing for a while, because he just didn't have like a newer computer or a microphone or anything. He does have a YouTube channel now where you can watch him talking into a camera.
Oh
I think.
jeez.
So I should probably give you that, Spanky, so you can watch those.
Yeah, just
No,
go
you-
ahead
you
and
give
post
it to
that
me
on the
before,
Discord.
John. So here's the thing: when I look back into Bite history, the thing you don't have to find the YouTube channel, John. I have it. I've seen it. I saw you looking at your second monitor, and I'm like, I just don't even bother. I fucking have seen this shit already. When I looked back in the history of Bite, what I figured out was that like we had two podcast hosts that I've never met.
Mm-hmm.
Lance and Adam, and they are
And Mercury.
And Mercury. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Was Mercury an official host?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a
Just-
while. Yeah.
Was
I mean,
was Mercury
technically,
just a
I'm not-
Spanky, like a permanent guest?
Yeah, because like technically I'm not an official host. Technically I am a permanent guest host because I was not
But
born.
You're
Mercury
assistant
was
to
born
the
in the
host.
80s.
Yeah.
So that's the technicality that's keeping you out wouldn't have kept her out.
I am the certified podcast bitch of the Born in the 80s
Yeah.
podcast.
You're
No,
a
that's
young
true.
houseboy.
You're a certified freak 7 days a week.
I'm the houseboy of the 80s.
So born in the 80s houseboy. I gotta find Lance's fucking YouTube channel, though.
You can call this episode Official Houseboy if you need ideas.
So I'm gonna have to go to his Twitter, of course, because I think maybe he links to that in his bio. No, there's
course
no
not.
way to find it.
Yeah. While you're there, ask him how he feels about Elliot Page.
Oh, we already wait. Don't you mean Ellen Page, as she calls him? Tweet.
God,
Dead naming
that
immediately.
comment that
you
Lauren
just
posted was
misgendered
like
Lance.
Whatever.
the
No,
comment
I
Lauren
like
posted
that
was like,
you,
"Oh,
like-
great of him to like misgender dead name and like talk shit about Me Too all in the same fucking
All
tweet."
in one sentence.
That's the reason Lance isn't on the show anymore.
yeah.
I
I'm gonna
like
read the
that
tweet.
whenever you had said that, you said, "Isn't that what she calls him?" You got Elliot Page's gender right, and you're like, "I'm gonna misgender Lance because Lance can fuck himself."
This Ellen Page thing can't end until she gets the Me Too treatment.
Yeah,
What
it's
is that sentence?
I don't know what it's trying to say. I just know that every part of it's wrong.
I'll just repeat what John says all the time. You know what grinds Lance's gears?
Yeah.
Women minorities.
Yeah. And now trans men. Like,
well, they're minority.
They're not actual men, according to Lance, of course.
yeah. I don't.
Man, you
like,
really should have put the qualifier before the sentence.
It's like, in that
Imagine
new Star
someone's
Wars
fucking
movie
phone
that
dies while
everybody...
listening to our podcast, and they cut out before you said according to Lance.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually
Fair.
edit
Yeah,
that
that's how
out.
podcasts work. I'm listening to it on a fucking ham radio where it's coming in and
Hey,
out.
if you're just tuning into our podcast right now, this is Born in the
Are
80s.
you
We're on the
telling
Little
me your
Podcast
phone
Network.
has never died before?
We just popped 3 more viewers too.
Sup, nerds?
Yeah.
Nerd, you like
Hey,
watching
nerd.
people play Minecraft or whatever on Twitch.
Yeah. Hey, nerds. Joe Biden won the election, and now all those fucking Republicans are going to get what they deserve, which is fucking free healthcare.
Yeah, man.
All right,
Politics
we
are
need
great, huh?
okay. We need to cool down with a koozie.
I tanted it, and only TJ saw it, and I saw his reaction on his face.
I was watching.
Yeah,
I want the koozie.
I couldn't
koozie corner
read
a
what
while
it
ago.
said. I saw you were holding up a notebook.
Oh, I didn't read it. It's his notebook. I know it's koozie.
Wellity.
I hate past you.
Do you have a date for this?
Yes.
So, John got from worse to better. Lance went the opposite direction.
Hey,
It's the way normal people are.
If
They're
you don't
shitty
hit-
when they're like 18.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
When
I
you become
agree.
worse.
I also went from worse to better, but
06, 07, 05.
060705. Holy shit. Yeah, if you don't hate yourself 10 years ago, then you haven't grown as a person.
15.
I was 12 years old.
I think, TJ, I think what you're trying to say is if you don't hate yourself back in the good old days.
Wellity. What a year of college it has been. My. I have a lot
You're
to say.
really into saying things 3 times.
Well, I love this. Wow, I was reading my last post. Holy shit. I read it now, and I think I must have been R-worded writing it. I'm not going to say what I wrote.
Hey, what's that blog you used to like?
It's tuckermax.com. I needed to be more in depth. Holy cow, what is up? I really have no clue what to write about or where to start. I'm going to write every day now. No.
Nope.
Well, college was great. It was the best year of my life. I have matured so much it is ridiculous. I have many a story to tell. I did well in college grade-wise. I met a lot of cool people, had tons of fun. While my roommates turned out to be cool, we got along great. We were probably one of the happiest, most getting along rooms. We're all jokesters. It ruled. Girls I met were nice. I will denote interest with a little heart deal. Here's a bunch of the girls in my choir. Nice. And then there's I'll say their first names: Vanessa and Amy, who I both liked.
Oh, yeah,
Vanessa,
I remember them.
I was with Vanessa for a while, and she's now married with like 8 kids or something. She's doing
That's
quite well. For herself.
terrible.
Amy is also married. Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was very Catholic.
At this point, they're just
Vanessa-
walking out, you know?
Nice. Really, the only ones I have interest in. I met so many cool people. I had a great time. Edgewood is such a great school. So good. All of my profs were great. And finally, people respect me. The difference between high school John and college John. It is like having a clean slate. I forget. What was her name? Jessica?
Whatever. It's different every time, I think.
Yeah, we'll call her Jalissa.
Shalanica.
Interest has fallen to nil. She's just not right for me. Too much God. She was cute, though. Aaron thing went nowhere. It was due to my inability to act upon it. I said nothing happened. She's dating someone from her college, whatever. Good for her. Vanessa, I don't know her. She's cool, nice, and cute. Not, yeah. Friends would be a nice thing. She's very smart. I've got a my taste in the ladies section.
Ooh.
Requisite.
Ooh. Let
Cute,
me just switch
smart.
up. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right, this is my taste in the ladies. Requisites: 1, cute. 2, smart. 3, good sense of humor. 4, puts up with me. And then I have that's all underlined. Step right up. I don't know what else to write about the year. Oh, wait, I do. Amy. She's from Monroe, which is close to where I was. She's cute, smart, good sense of humor, puts up with me. That sums it up well.
Not a lot of self-confidence in past John.
I will talk about that. Amy is really my main interest. I'm calling her tomorrow. Oh, yeah, this is a story. The players: Amy, Chris, Roxy. What's the name of the girl? Chris has a relationship with girlfriend. Roxy has a relationship with boyfriend. Amy told me that the tawdry tale of deceit and trickery. She got hurt. Chris P, a good friend, is at Edgewood. Yeah, this is the guy that I hung out with.
School with Chris Parnell.
Yeah, Chris Parnell. He starts hanging with Amy, and he still has a girlfriend, so that's not good. Oh, and he like kissed her and shit, and then she was like, she liked him, but his girl from so basically this the way I have this written is insane, but in this situation he still had a girlfriend, but then he was like making out with Amy in college. It's the thing, a long distance relationship, you're in a dorm, and then he breaks up with his girlfriend, but then this other girl comes along who broke up with her boyfriend, and Chris and her started to date, and she was left behind, so she was real bummed out about it. Anyway, she's had bad luck with boys. So I want to be that good luck. Ooh, I wrote the end.
Oh, you're gonna save her.
All right, I've got another post in this book. Actually, I have a couple more. I
like that you're calling them posts.
6 more pages. This one's from the next day, actually, but I wrote some more. So, we'll save that for another episode, but I've moved the bookmark.
And John went on to save that lady from her bad experiences with men.
That is not true in any way. We never dated. But she is now married and happy, so good for her. Ah, yes, I have found the YouTube channel.
If you're into other people's happiness, that's cool. Whatever.
I watched the new Animaniacs cartoon. It's good.
That's good to hear. I've just been watching clips here and there. I don't have... is it Hulu or Amazon Prime?
Is the new one also produced by Spielberg?
It is.
Yeah.
The very first scene is a spoof of Jurassic Park where they reanimate the Warner Brothers and Warner sister.
Oh yeah, I forgot the conceit was that they are the Warner Brothers
and one is the Dot from the WB. And then there's a Dot.
Wait, there's a Dot? Oh, is that... Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I just broke TJ's brain.
Explosion noise. TJ's mind right now.
This is like whenever I figured out that this is like whenever I figured out that miles per hour from Sonic was miles per hour.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. In Europe, it's meters tails per second. Yeah. Everyone hates when I say it, and I say it every fucking time.
Yeah. So the joke, of course, is TJ that the Warner Brothers logo after Warner Bros. There's a dot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the Warner sister.
Okay.
And
I mean,
it's a
that's a little reaching, but
which makes it makes sense that she's a sister.
That's a woman, yeah.
I'm upset that we even had this conversation.
That's actually probably
What?
one of my favorite
Are you
jokes I
upset
ever
with
make
the
with
truth that you found? The deep sexism within your favorite cartoon?
Spanky.
I'm
Don't worry,
really-
don't worry, Spanky. I sent you a link in Discord, so
I'm really glad that I click this link.
Look, we live in a
good.
society.
Thank you for sending me real_Lance_man's YouTube video.
yeah, that's
Let's
right.
look at here's
Does
here's
it
just
have
a
as
couple
many
of
views
titles.
as his tweets have likes?
Yes, that's exactly the correct amount. Here we go. Kelly Sue DeConnick says boring feminist liberal shit. Surprise!
God damn it!
Do you
Now
know
I have
what
to
a
look.
smart mark is? Comics version.
I'm gonna have to watch these and make fun of them.
They are 55 minutes long.
Not all of them. Some
Holy
of them are like
shit!
20 minutes.
Really?
No, the shortest one is 16 minutes. The longest one is 55.
Don't worry, I shared it on the Disco.
Oh,
That's,
thank you.
How do you get to the Discord?
Go to bornintheeighties/net:fam.com/
Irritable bowel syndrome.
It's fine. I'm just gonna point to it. It's like right there on the screen. Discord.born
Yeah, people listening to this podcast will definitely be able to see that.
I said it out loud.
Idiot.
Just follow TJ's pointing on your podcast app.
Go to www.theepictimes.com.
Like a good social media
God.
marketer, John will have put the link to the Discord in the podcast description because I know he never misses things like that.
I never do.
No. You're going to edit out all the stuff where we said stuff that wasn't interesting or funny, right?
No, that's part of the podcast charm. Is it's got all that.
Hey, guys. We live in a society.
I don't understand.
Which sound shall I play? I have two sounds I can play. Which one should I play?
I'll eat your ass.
No. The two
Thank you.
sounds are this and this.
Spanky, look at the screen right now. Look at me.
We live in a society.
Thank you. I thank you. Oh, Matt. I don't know which one's better, mine or yours. The filter.
I've had this on for like at least a half hour.
I know. But I found another one. I don't know
Mine
if
is
which one I like
more, it's more gritty. It's like the gritty
Yeah, yours is
reboot of
very
yours.
gritty, whereas this is much more like I'm a softer, gentler Joker. So I guess I don't have
Jared
a ship
Leto
unless
will
somebody
make
else
us
has a
proud.
ship.
Then let's maybe
We
do
talked
the
about
book club.
we talked about the Grinch fucking last time, so
God, I just can't. I can't forget about that no matter how hard I try.
know how hard I try.
It's not the fact that there exists Grinch porn. That's fine. The sheer number of people that are interested in it is what I have trouble coming to terms with.
Yeah. So I think, are we done with this episode or what? Or are we going to talk about Korra? It's too late to talk about Korra.
All right, we'll talk about Core tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Next week. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch more episodes because I need to.
We can. The problem I have is that it's almost 10:40. I'm very tired because the anti-anxiety pill that I pop, I've now realized the fact that I take a nap every day while working from home is because the pill makes me drowsy.
Oh, I just do that because I'm super depressed.
And so
fair.
now taking it about 9:00, it makes me very tired around bedtime.
Mm.
It didn't help me that I've drinking 2 mics and I'm a total lightweight, so I'm kind of.
Well, you gotta drink 2 Ikes to balance it out.
I drank like 3 of Phyllis Schlafly's Republican anti-gay beers on this fucking podcast.
Oh
TJ.
my god, man!
And you are sober as a bird.
You're
You drink like that.
You're gonna start karate fighting some ninjas at Chili's.
So are we done? Let's go to bed.
Okay.
I'm not going to
I'm
bed,
just-
but I'll end
The
this.
only reason I say that is because these podcasts are so long.
I'm playing Pokemon
And
Platinum.
we're at an hour 51 recorded.
Yeah, but John, you edit out all the boring shit, so it's
It's
probably
not
like a half
happening.
hour.
I will
right?
edit out the fucking start of this where we were talking about nonsense for fucking 20 hours where we started. But actually, I won't. 'Cause I always put that at the end.
The website is bornintheeighties.net. You can listen to previous episodes, or you can follow John up there at John_Danger on the Hell website, Twitter.com. You're welcome.
So tired.
You can listen to Matt's music over at matthagmusic.com.
What music?
Or on Spotify. Yeah, what?
You can
that is
sign
fair.
up for
fair
Matt
enough. I
Hag-
haven't made
you-
shit in a long time.
You can sign up for the newsletter on matthagmusic.com and get one free download.
But I still get recommendations on my YouTube Music, where I get your Legend of Zelda theme and your Dark World remix as well.
I think the Legend of Zelda one is I don't know.
Which-
I fucking love that song. That's why I covered it.
Which
it
sucks
didn't
because
hit the way I hoped it would.
I used to get your Country Roads cover quite a bit, and now it doesn't come automatically. I gotta keep seeking it out.
I gotta work on my YouTube optimization.
I need to start
Old
streaming,
Town
but
Country
that's
Roads.
I
that's
bought,
yeah. Go ahead.
Oh
Is
yeah.
Old Town Road is still a current reference for the kids.
Some audio baffling.
Okay.
Oh my god!
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Our guildie's in here. Hey, what's
Matt,
up?
we have a guild member from
Subscribe.
our
from
our
Yay!
fucking World of
this guy
Warcraft Classic guild.
Upper,
It's FM Kings. Fucking Max Ramus tomorrow night. Get fucking hyped. We're gonna kick some ass.
Wait, hold up. That's your classic guild.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, classic
never
group.
talk shit
I
about
haven't
it
played in a
here
while.
either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
You played it
Yeah.
a little bit, and then you quit because you abandoned us, just like everybody abandons
Yeah.
me.
Why did I didn't. Whoa.
Yeah. Tubby's up there. That's Laser Pope, and that's Alfalfa when he decides to come around.
He never comes around.
No, he doesn't.
Except for
I do
when John
progression.
begs
I do
him.
progression when there's missing people. That's
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to do next. You're going to pay $8,000.
Oh,
to
yeah,
shit,
but
yeah.
enter.
Yeah.
out now.
Let's
I'm not
get you
gonna
some
fair.
max attunement. Okay, John's gonna go to bed because he's a sleepy baby.
Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Spanky and I are gonna do Nax attunement for him. We're gonna grind him up to Exalted tonight.
Why?
Oh.
No.
Twitch.tv May of May. Bye, everybody.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck me in the
Follow
ass.
TJ on Twitch. He actually does games and stuff the way Twitch was meant to be.
Yeah, but
No, he
not in like
doesn't.
3 months.
Well, you don't do
Guys.
this horse shit.
I
Oh,
put up
true.
sound baffling. You see this? It's just an old sheet.
I've got a
Some
fucking
blood
ring
there.
light now.
Let me just go ahead and put on my WoWcraft filter here. There we go.
There's my
Hey,
work from
I'm
home book.
Laser Pope.
Look,
I
I'm
should-
playing
you
World
know
of
what?
Warcraft
Maybe
with my
you're right.
controller.
Probably
You're right.
most of this is gonna get cut out of the actual podcast.
I gotta
I hope not.
fix this for Spanky.
Man, fuck you, Forsaken Kings, for showing up right at the end, because we can't leave when you're here, because we're gonna just mug for you the whole fucking time.
Yes.
Ugh.
Look at that ass. Look at that ass.
Dead ass, dead ass, dead ass, dead ass.
Thick. With like 7
Wait.
or 8 C's.
Wait, didn't we?
There it is.
Don't we have a character? Don't we have a character named Dead Ass?
Spanky was
Huh?
that, yeah.
Oh, Spanky was Dead Ass. Yeah.
Oh, thanks for
I've
coming,
made-
man.
So
I made a character named Dadass and a character named Thatass, spelled correctly.
I
Neither
enjoyed
of
when
them
you
got
were
me banned.
in like week 1 of Classic when you were dad ass and you were clapping for people.
that ass
Yep.
class repeatedly.
Excited.
The only reason I bought this fucking Barbie throw was that at St. Vinny's we need to buy a bunch of shit for the podcast studio to put up on the walls, and I turned this thing over and I was like, Jesus Christ, they left the negative on here. And it looks like a nightmare.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, dude, you can see my ass in that shot too.
Yeah, it was so juicy.
It actually is pretty juicy.
All right, I'm really gonna kill the stream right now because
Yeah, we gotta go to bed.
bye.
Television.
The cough gets me every time.
It's just because it's there's a lull and then a cough, so it would have been so easy to edit out, but they didn't. They just didn't.
He is laughing like maniacally.
I should probably post stuff places.
Oh man, this is
Muted, I have
fantastic.
chat there. Okay.
Well, you got the cough part? Can you hook the cough up to a keyboard and so you can do the cough at every different pitch like a keyboard?
Yeah. Well, I can't do that, but I can control the pitch. Here, let me just. Edit me. There it is. Okay.
Cough, cough.
Alright, so what do I need? What else do I need? Oh yeah, I was gonna put up Twitter, and I probably should. No, I can get off that and that and that and that, and get off of Reddit for right now.
Matt, you should play World of Warcraft retail because Spanky and I have frog mounts that we run around on.
I did. I played World of Warcraft retail for a night, and it's super boring.
We got frogs. Sure, it's boring. Yeah, it's definitely definitely more boring than killing 30 quillboars.
That's what I've been saying. Yeah.
John, the one thing I wish they'd add to retail is killing 30 quillboars. So,
all right, so I'm gonna post using the Board in the 80s account. About to start. Is it 418?
It's 420.
that's the sex number.
Haha, penis.
It's not the sex number.
God damn it! I'm playing World of Warcraft, and this podcast is interrupting my World of Warcraft time.
Number -2.
I gotta move my fucking microphone to be more in line.
Home.
Okay.
You guys should see what I've
Tom's
turned this
gonna
room
be-
into.
No, John, what I'm upset about is that you hung the Barbie blanket not backwards. Having the upside down inverted Barbie blanket would be so much better.
Thank you.
Let's make a little bit more music.
That is what I asked for. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look, everywhere you look, everywhere you look, everywhere you look. I've got to go to twitch.com to check the levels.
Oh, geez, you got 2 going? No. No. Oh.
Remix. TJ, don't forget to tell everybody to tune into this super great and coherent stream that we're doing right now.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Ooh. Can we make a fucking lo-fi hip-hop cover of the Full House theme song?
Well, I'm loving it slowed down
easily.
Here. Is this Paul stretch?
Basically, like, this is just me pitching it down and then, like, having it on the setting where it adjusts the speed to match the pitch changes. But,
Hey, guys, what's up?
I'm glad no one watches this.
no, everybody watches it. This is the closest I could find to an uwu face. Let's see what Snapchat thinks is funny. You remember when the Tunok guy got in trouble for human trafficking?
Yep.
Now this is the real theme song.
Oh, that's fucking creepy. Look, I'm a creepy dummy.
I'm not even looking at stuff. Just stick with the green background. Oh. Just gonna sit back.
Hey, John, feel free to get levels at any time.
It's hard to get levels when Maggie's playing loud music in the background.
That's gonna mess up our export.
Nah.
Yep. Oh, it's okay, Matt. I got to watch 20 minutes of ads.
I don't know.
I didn't
Most of
run
the
any
songs I'm
ads.
playing-
I
the
will
only
now,
song
though.
the only song that I've played that's clear enough that might get it flagged is the Full House theme song. The rest of it has been mixed up with weird, stupid shit.
It's also really garbled coming through Discord.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me listen to this. All right. I turned Discord off. Can you guys talk in Discord?
Nope.
No,
not at all.
I cannot
What's
talk
up,
in Discord.
dude?
All right. Now I'm going to talk. All right. This is John talking at his normal volume and distance from his microphone. Everyone else go after me.
Hi, my name is Matt. I'm a strange monster right now.
Hey, this is TJ. Remember when we used to use a Google Doc for this thing and still no one prepared anything other than John?
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Yeah. All right, this is John talking again, and let's do Matt and everybody else.
Yo, it's your boy, Matt. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Hey, I'm also here, home of the Good Burger.
Orange soda. Kale.
Oh, fuck. John, do I sound gated at all?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
That is good.
Why'd you have to go and make audio so fucking gated?
John, is your wife trying to be a TikTok
subscribe
star
with
again?
Prime. Thank you, John. I'll send you a link to my OnlyFans account as a reward.
I think I'm subscribed through like regular recurring monthly subscriptions. Still.
Yeah.
I got an emote.
I think I have now done an entire year of that because I keep forgetting to terminate.
And you just keep on forgetting that. It's fine.
It's true.
What emote did I unlock?
It's a Twitch Global special, I think. Because you unlocked it for me, too. Was it 2020 something?
Hemsworthfeet.world.
Hey, look, guys. It looks like I'm wearing a hoodie and glasses.
That's hilarious.
You guys ready?
Let's start the show.
Fuck off. I have to go take my pill that makes me not
Your
crazy.
boner pill?
I gotta take my pill that makes me not an insane person.
Your diary hee-haw and a boaner.
Why do you
it's
take
so I
that
don't
at 9
poop
o'clock at
everywhere.
night?
I thought that was an actual trumpet for a second.
What up? What up, my Boaner boys?
Hey, trolls too. Keep trolls and
I just watched that like 3 weeks ago.
does
It was okay.
It's my favorite movie because the McElroy brothers are in it.
Does it cover like the whole thing where they go on Twitter and influence the election with Russian money?
Is the McElroy part with the McElroy brothers in it? Do they have to take a break in the middle of it to sell me undies?
I don't even remember where they were in the movie.
I think they just had like really short cameos.
I think so.
Oh, look at these guys. It's so fashionable to hate the McElroy brothers because they're so cool.
I got a DoorDash ad on Matt's thing.
The McElroy brothers are pro-capitalism.
Okay.
My favorite McElroy podcast is Sawbones.
I do like. I haven't listened to that one for a while though.
It's pretty much the only McElroy podcast that I regularly do listen to.
It's Justin and his wife, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, TJ, it's Sydney and her husband.
Fair. But I didn't remember Sydney's name, so I apologize.
Wow. Sexist.
I haven't listened to the podcast.
She's a doctor, TJ. Come
Like,
on.
I actually
All he does is make dumb jokes.
I don't actually care that much for my brother and me.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard enough of the episodes to kind of get what the show is and the jokes that are going to be made every single week.
I watched half of the first episode of their TV show.
The TV show is fucking great.
TV show is really good.
My favorite part of the TV show is when they take a break in the middle of one of the episodes to do a 20-minute thing for MeUndies.
That doesn't happen. I thought you were gonna give a real answer and say the one where they like got actually mad at each other and had to take a break.
I think my favorite things is when they have a parade done in their hometown for spiders.
Tarantulas.
My favorite line of that whole show is the tarantulas episode when Justin's like, "Hey, actually, fuck this."
Yeah. I just had an interesting thought. Actually, fuck this.
That's such a not rehearsed actual response to what was fucking happening.
Matt, did you just change the title of the Twitch thing to definitely no boner jokes?
I don't know. Look, I'm just trying marketing.
I'm trying to start the podcast, and you guys keep talking.
All of the McElroys have podcasts they do with their spouse. There's Schmanners, Sawbones, and Wonderful, and I really don't like Wonderful. It's too like, oh, we're being so cute. Isn't that good? And we're being, I'm like, oh god, it's too much for me.
That's what happens when you have kids.
Schmanners is good if the topic is good, but they do it weekly. And
not you, Freya. It's fine.
There's no fucking topic.
I like the one where Griffin hangs out with a sexual predator and makes jokes about video games.
Hey, that was
a sexual predator.
No, he is definitely got sexual predator energy.
He just was horny on Maine, and that was wrong. You can't be horny on Maine on an official journalist account.
What is that? What does that mean? Horny on Maine?
That means that he was DMing women trying to get their deets while he was working as a reporter.
Well, yeah, I know what happened, but I don't know what horny on Maine means.
Okay, so
on main account?
Like your main account. Yeah.
Horny means so you need to have a burner account.
Yeah, you gotta have a throwaway. You gotta have a Finstagram.
A Finsta. Gosh.
Can we please start the podcast?
We already started,
Welcome
John.
to Born in the 80s, episode 418.
Yeah, just edit one of the older intros in somewhere here.